And we're live. Welcome to Cougar Radio. I'm Dajon.
I'm Anita.
And I'm Jess.
So today we're going to start off by talking about what's been highly talked about dilemma around the world. We're going to start off with coronavirus.
Oh. I haven't heard anything about it, but I know that the guy that found out about it died.
Yeah.
Pretty sure something the guy, I have to look it up. He ended up getting it and died within 24 hours. It said.
Yeah.
Something like that. I
He
heard
was
that.
the original doctor that found the coronavirus in the first place, and he ended up dying.
Yeah, he's the one that got it out there. I did hear that I think it was Japan. They just got their first case of coronavirus.
Well, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but I don't even know if it's relevant. But to me, I put two and two together. My Nana called me the other day and said that in Virginia there was a suitcase, 2 suitcases at the airport that was on the, I don't know, whatever you call it, and they opened them and there were dead birds in them. Yeah, so.
What?
What's that tell you?
Wow.
I don't know. Scary, but they're sending dead birds from China.
Oh,
So,
good.
take airborne every day and don't leave your house.
It's fine.
And there's definitely a flu going around because I have it right now. So, drink water, take airborne, drink orange juice,
Take the vitamins.
take everything. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah, I had it too. I had it 2 weeks ago. It's the worst.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from that. But yeah, I heard in North Korea or South Korea, one of them, there weren't any reported cases of coronavirus, and since it's right next to China, people believe they're lying about it or something.
Mhm.
There was one guy in North Korea that got killed because of it. They literally shot him when they found out he had it.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Apparently a lot of people thought that the death rate was slowing down too, but it's not.
I see
It's
different
not
news
at
every day.
all.
It's slowing down, and we're finding out it's in different places of the world. I don't know.
I don't know. I also heard that it can be passed through animals, which that was what I've been afraid of the last 2 days because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna give my dog the flu. Apparently dogs can't get the sicknesses you have, but with coronavirus, they can.
Right. Yeah, I was seeing pictures of people putting masks on their cats and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's scary. But
Surprised there's no, well, not surprised, I shouldn't say. It's a good thing we haven't had any deaths here in the United States yet.
knock on wood, so far.
True.
I thought there was one.
I don't know.
No?
I
I was talking to my dad about it because my dad's a teacher and he has been talking about it for the past week and a half at his school, and he was just saying all this stuff about how not a lot of people know how many cases there are here and how many deaths there's been in China specifically. So I don't remember if he said that anybody passed away here, but
Yeah, I think it's.
I think a lot of big issues and things like this, it's just become everybody knows about it, nobody actually reads about it, it just kind of becomes a meme. I don't know if you guys have seen the thing, I saw a picture the other day, somebody posted, and it was literally a round of cheese, a big thing of just a cheese cube. And then there were 4 or 5 Corona bottles. And the guy was like, this is how you get coronavirus. I don't know. It's funny, but it's also not because they literally don't know what to do about it. And it's, who knows how long it's gonna.
yeah.
I've seen movies, I know how this works.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse. But I don't know. I saw something supposed to slow down. It's supposed to be gone by April. I know, something like that. Maybe earlier.
Well, hope.
Mm.
How do you
Hopefully, but they still don't even have anything
yeah,
for
how do
it.
you just say, oh, we're gonna have the flu done by this date? What? You can't do that.
I don't know.
Dangerous.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they know more than we know. Maybe they know more than we do. Who knows?
But
I don't know, it's scary.
Let's hope it stays far away from us.
Don't you not know if you have it? You don't
yeah,
there's no
basically what
symptoms
happens
or
is
something?
you get common cold symptoms and then all of your organs just shut down and they don't know what to do about it. So
Love that.
Great.
I don't know. I'm sweating
Watch
just
yourself.
thinking about
Watch
it.
yourself.
Literally.
Like I said, take your vitamins. Stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Sanitize.
A lot of like businesses and stuff like aren't shipping, like there's not flights going out of there obviously, and then like a lot of like shipping companies and stuff aren't shipping anything to or from that area of China.
Right.
Oops.
Yeah.
Gotta watch those bubbles that come in the packages that you can pop, man.
The who?
Those bubbles that come in the packages.
Oh, the bubble wrap.
Bubble
Yeah,
wrap.
you gotta watch
Bubble
those.
wrap.
Oh my gosh,
Why?
they're filling up with fucking
The air,
What?
the
You
air.
pop them and it goes in. Oh no!
You know,
Oh my
all
God.
all things get sent from China.
Oh.
That's how it's starting, man. It's getting around.
Everything's from China though.
Right.
Really? That's the crazy part. Like literally everything's from China.
Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I'm so hot. And my fever's coming back. Okay, so let's talk about Chris Brown because this is making me anxious. So he got a tattoo of an Air Jordan sneaker on his face. To me, it looks like the Cement Threes. Am I wrong? What are they?
Literally. I don't know what kind of shoe it is.
I believe they are threes. I didn't really get to see what type of shoe it was.
I'm literally laughing so hard about it. Who gets a shoe on their face?
He
Like,
also,
don't get me wrong, I love Chris Brown, but like,
he also just had another child.
yeah.
Did he explain why he got that shoe or any reason why? Or is he just like a big Jordan fan?
You know, I'm about to go to his Insta. Chris Brown.
I don't know. Man.
No, I
He has
just
to have some reason behind that.
see. I thought it. What you guys were talking about, like when I originally heard about it, I thought it was because I know he's doing like a whole tribute thing right now for Kobe Bryant. Like he's doing like a wall mural or something.
Yeah, he's like an artist.
And I thought it was because I had seen a lot about them. Obviously, it was just like people talking on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. But like, they wanted to change the NBA logo to Kobe, which
Respect.
I mean, yeah. I literally can't find Chris Brown's Instagram. I think he blocked me. Isn't it like Chris Brown official or something?
Yeah.
Hello.
They are Air Jordan 3s.
Ooh, I'm good. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just gonna be like a tattoo for his kid or something, but no, he got Air Jordan 3s on my face.
I see a lot of people are getting like tribute tattoos to like Kobe.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
The rapper The Game had one. He got one like on his eyebrow.
You know.
People were like saying that he's crazy for it, but who knows? We're gonna head on break though.
Well,
So,
he just
anything?
he just wanted it. His friend did it. Or,
And we're back.
Oh, your mics aren't on.
Oh snap. My mic
The
is
red
on?
button.
Oh, I had to get close.
There you go.
And we're back.
well, turns out Chris Brown never really gave a reason for the tattoo on his face of the Jordan 3, but
We just got it.
just for funsies, I guess.
Let's move on.
But,
Moving on to
music. I wanted to, since we're talking about Chris Brown, The Weeknd announced his new album dropping to be called After Hours. Now, the question I want to ask is, I don't know if you guys have heard about like the rumors, but apparently he sold his soul to the devil. There's like a whole conspiracy theory on it about how like when he made the Hills, like every video is like some sort of relation to the devil or something, and like I don't know, but now I don't know if you saw the most recent one. It was for the Heartless, or no, I think the Heartless video. He licked a toad, and he's like tripping. I don't really understand what's happening, but he's in all red, and he's like, it's like super devilly. I don't know. I didn't believe it for a very long time, but now he posted like the video of like his album coming out, whatever. Don't watch it if you have epilepsy, because I almost had a seizure. But it's like a video of just this car driving like 1 billion miles an hour, and like all you see is like all this red, and it's like, I don't know when it's dropping because my phone hasn't been loading at all, but soon apparently. So I don't know if you guys agree, but I don't know if you believe in all that stuff. But I want to see if I can find it. There's a literal entire conspiracy theory about this.
Well, I know that like a lot of people have conspiracy theories about, like,
The same type of thing.
the same type of thing, that a lot of celebrities get their fame from, like, selling their soul or, like, something crazy
It's the
like
same,
that.
yes.
Like, a lot of people think that's the reason, like, why celebrities have their fame.
But once you sign the contract, I believe that's what it is. I believe
Yep.
that's what people are referring to when they say selling your soul to the devil is signing a contract. Because when you
Right.
sign the contract, I believe there's many things on the contract that like make you do certain things,
Mm-hmm.
make you act a certain way, make you.
Well, that was.
Basically, they control your career when that
Uh-huh.
happens.
Like Kesha. Remember that whole thing that happened?
I don't remember that.
What?
Kesha sold her soul?
No, she didn't sell her soul, but, like,
She signed the contract. She signed a contract. So she sold her soul.
Well, I mean, the guy that she was working for is pretty much the devil, so I mean, I get it.
yeah. That's what I was talking about, like, how her record company, like, abused her.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
just won another settlement, basically saying that she ruined his fame. He raped her, so maybe you shouldn't have done that.
Oh my
But
God.
this is the Weekend article that I did like a thing on it last semester, and it says it's from July 17th, 2017. It says, "Did the Weekend sell his soul for the devil, or sell his soul to the devil for fame? An in-depth investigation, and Selena is an angel trying to save his soul." Oh, Selena.
Wow.
But I think this is. Oh, I want to find it. It was something about Starboy, 'cause there's like a literal like. I don't even know. One of the videos, I don't know which one it is. There's a guy who is supposed to be Lucifer. It's this like old white guy, and he ends up like killing him. He kills him in the video, and then like the next album, he's back.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, even if it's not true, like, these people have to be very smart to come up with this stuff. Like, I don't have enough time to think about things like that, nor do I care. But
Like, if you think about it, I feel like it wouldn't even go along with the song,
I
which
don't
is
know.
kind of weird.
But I mean, if he did, I guess kudos to him. Whatever. I still listen to his music, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for the album to drop. Actually.
The whole music industry has it all planned out.
Well, yeah, the music industry is something else. Whole
Something
other
else.
discussion. They're also.
Like record labels. Like you sign to a label, they control you.
Well, that's just like
And if you-
just like the Kesha thing. Like she literally hasn't been able to make music or anything because like of this, and then she finally got the word out there, and like now she's facing backlash because she defamed him. Boy.
That makes me mad. Like, I don't even want to talk about it.
She dropped another album though too.
She
so
must have had some
apparently-
trouble or something.
Yeah.
Something must have happened to her.
Maybe she tried. I don't know. Maybe she canceled the contract with the devil, and this is the problem.
Whenever you go against the record label, something bad usually happens to the artist. Whether it's jail, death in the family,
Yeah, well.
something like that. At least I don't know. Maybe it's different for like pop artists and stuff. I know I pay attention to like a lot of like hip hop and rap artists, and that's what seems to happen. I watch a bunch of interviews and stuff like that, and I seen guys trying to explain it, and I'm like, it's just crazy what the things they say that happens when
Well,
they
yeah.
start talking about the record.
You can
labels and
see
stuff like
too, like people. Obviously, fame changes people. I mean, money changes people. So like, I feel like it's bound to happen, but I don't know. I wanted to be a singer until my senior year of high school, and everyone was like, "No, you need to find a real job." So I don't know, but that was like what my nana always said. She's like, "You can't handle the music industries. Like the people, they're mean, they're horrible." And like looking back at it, I mean, yeah,
For
I
sure.
agree. I would just cry all the time. So it's probably not the career I want, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Yeah, I remember listening to an interview. It was Tekashi 6ix9ine. I know everyone hates him. He was in jail right now, but like in one interview, he was literally trying to expose like the music industry. He was explaining how he was sent to go on shows, and he didn't want to go and do these shows and all this stuff, and like his label would threaten him or threaten his like mom or something like that if he didn't do this.
Oh my
And he was literally saying this stuff, and this is all around the time like right before like stuff was going downhill with like his manager and his basically his whole team, like before they were getting arrested, before they got like
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it was crazy. It's like the Breakfast Club interview. Whenever you guys get the time, check it out. He
That's
talks
crazy.
about it. I don't think there should. I don't think these artists are allowed to really get into stuff like that, but.
But when they do, that's when you see stuff like happening to them.
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
what I'm thinking of right now is like, I don't know if you saw the thing with Snoop Dogg, like basically freaked out on Oprah and Gail.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
I saw they were like
Yeah.
beefing, but I didn't see like what was going on between them.
Basically, Gail and Oprah brought up after Kobe died, which I think is especially like immediately after, like it's kind of disrespectful. But they basically brought up like he had like a rape case, an alleged rape case, which he had openly admitted like it was his mistake. Like he had thought everything was like consented, all that stuff, and like regardless, it's over with. It's been settled. And they brought it up like in the midst of all of this, like as if that's something that people need to hear about right now. Like you don't think about his wife, like his family, stuff like that.
15 seconds.
And yeah, basically he freaked out on them and was really mean and said all these horrible things. But I mean, I didn't disagree. And he had to apologize, but Oprah and them didn't because.
All right, I'm gonna stop you there. We're gonna head on break. And we're back. I think we should switch over to the sports world.
Yes.
So there've been in the NFL, there's been a lot of stuff going on with Myles Garrett and his suspension. You guys remember that? Why he got suspended last year
No,
during the year?
I heard about it, but I don't remember why.
He started like a big fight during a Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then didn't he like hit a guy in the helmet or something,
Yeah,
like hard?
He like ripped the guy's own helmet off and like swung his own helmet at him. It was like a big deal. But now like I guess he got reinstated back into the NFL because he was suspended for like indefinite, like basically indefinite time. So like whenever they allowed him back in, and they just like reinstated him, and people are like really upset about it. They're thinking like a 6-game suspension wasn't enough. They think like he should be suspended more.
Yeah, didn't he just get reinstated yesterday, I believe?
Yes,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
February 12th, yeah.
And then there was like a lot of controversy because people were like, we don't think he should be back yet, like that's not okay. I heard that like a lot of people are upset about it.
The fight started because I believe what he said was the quarterback said something racial after he sacked him, and then the quarterback actually started like ripping at his face mask, trying to rip his helmet off. I don't know if you guys saw the highlight. The quarterback was trying to like rip his helmet off while he was on the ground, never ended up being able to do it. So then
I didn't see
Garrett
that.
ended up ripping his off, and after he ripped his off, the quarterback runs at him, expecting to go get his helmet back, and Garrett ends up swinging at him and hits him right on the side of the head.
Oh my
This is,
God.
I don't really follow football anymore. The quarterback is, what's his name? The burger guy.
Oh no, that's a new quarterback. It was
What?
like the backup. Roethlisberger was hurt all year.
Anyway.
I can't even think of the guy's name right now.
I don't follow anyone but the Eagles, so I
Couldn't tell you.
don't know.
I'm not even gonna lie, I cheered for 3 years and I don't know anything about football at all. Like I would be saying these cheers and I'd be like, I don't know what we're talking about, but I'm doing it. Like I just don't follow it. I stopped following it. Like I said before, I stopped following it after following Malu, which I hired because he was the only one I cared about.
The game is nuts at this point, man. You guys gotta tune in.
It looks scary to
some
me.
high level-
Everyone's getting CTE.
high level
so-
guys there.
I like
High level guys.
know a lot about the game, but like once the Eagles lost, like I didn't really watch anymore.
Makes sense.
And like I don't know like people on other teams except for the Eagles because like I don't care about them. I'm a Philly fan. We only care about Philly.
I respect it. I
This
respect
is
it.
what his
Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph was a quarterback from the Steelers.
Rudolph. Weird. Anyway, says we welcome Myles back to our organization with open arms. Browns general manager Andrew Berry said in a statement. We know he is grateful to be reinstated, eager to put the past behind him and continue to evolve and grow as a leader.
What do you guys think? His suspension was decent.
I mean, I think people
Long
make
enough for him?
mistakes, and it's football. You beat the crap out of each other anyway, so.
People thought he got a little out of hand with taking someone's helmet and using it as a weapon.
Yeah.
It's a little
But
extra.
also, it was definitely a bit extra. But I mean, I'm not saying it was okay to swing the helmet on him, but what was the quarterback thinking, like running at him after he got his helmet ripped off? And
For me, like, go ahead, sorry.
I think they were both honestly out of line, but the fact that he swung and hit him in the head with another helmet is very out of line.
Yes.
And with the whole like serious debate about like concussions with football and stuff right now and like all that stuff, honestly, yeah, I think he should have been suspended longer, because if he's only suspended for 6 games, it's like
Oh, it was only 6
it's
games?
not.
well, it was pretty much the rest of the year. I mean, their team missed the playoffs. They didn't have any playoff games.
Yeah.
And then they got him coming back to start the year.
So I feel like it makes it seem like it's not as big of a deal as it is. And like, yeah, people get aggressive in football, but like the head and all that is like such a serious part that like people have been concerned about with the game of football. So I feel like that's why a lot of people are like arguing about it, because it's kind of like, if you would have hit him in the shoulder, yeah, probably would have been different. 6 games suspension, fine.
Right.
But like head,
Yeah.
that's a little much.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse than it was. I hear
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I think this suspension was a decent amount, but I don't know. I can't be a judge on
I feel
that.
like people also fail to realize that, like, it's their job. So, like, yes, 60 weeks might not seem like a lot, but I mean, he's not working for 6 weeks, basically. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
at
little-
the same time, like, if it's his job, he should be professional about it.
Well, there you go. That's true. So maybe they
Very
should
true.
just get rid of him forever. Goodbye, Miles. See you next year. Well, I'm not even gonna bring it up because I probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But, didn't something happen? What about the other guy? Did he get anything? Because if
Mason
it
Rudolph?
was like a racial thing,
Yeah, he got.
I'm not saying that justifies it, but like,
There was like a couple guys that got suspended because it started like a little brawl on the field. So like the quarterback got suspended. I think it was like only like 2 games. A couple other guys got suspended like 2 or 3 games. Wasn't nothing too serious.
Yeah, because I feel like that happens more often. Like, you see, like, all the time, people just, like, go at each other and they have to, like, break up fights. Like, I feel like that happens a lot more often than, like...
Someone using a weapon on the football field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Striking someone's head with it. Yeah, it was definitely out of hand, which is, I mean, that's why I feel like the indefinite inspection was right, but like, I don't know if it's right to carry it into the next year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
if they were to make the playoffs, I'm sure he would have been sitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very true.
So I don't know. I guess it's a fresh start. I'm sure he learned his lesson from that,
Yeah.
and you know,
if he doesn't, I guess we'll find out.
next time he knows. Next time for sure,
Yeah.
he'll probably be thrown out the league.
Yeah, for sure.
Wasn't there like a lot of controversy with that? I feel like I remember seeing who was the Eagles guy? Mike Vick, right? Is he the one that did dog fighting? I feel like that was brought up a lot when when people were talking about this. I kept seeing that and I was like, that happened literally how many years ago? Like, why are we still talking about this?
Yeah. Like, I don't even remember that
Because
happening.
people were trying to justify it, like saying like, well, he did this and he did this, but Mike Vick, and I was like, it's 2 different things.
Yeah, very true. Like, I don't even know why it was being brought up. And that happened years ago. Vic got like a year suspension, maybe more for that.
Something.
Well, he went to jail for that. So like,
Yeah.
Good.
just
Right, that's like a whole law now. Like,
That was
if you-
2007.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Literally. Like, why are you bringing that up?
I feel like I was still a fetus.
That's why I didn't hear about it.
I don't know. I also use Twitter for everything, so that's probably why.
all right. We're gonna go on break. Now we're gonna move on to the MLB. This off season they decided to make new rules for the upcoming season.
Yes.
You guys saw that? You guys pay attention to any of that?
A lot of new rules, it seems like.
Please explain. That's like one sport I really don't follow. I hate them.
So, one of the ones we were just talking about during break was the 3-batter minimum. So, now pitchers have to pitch to a minimum of 3 batters before they can be taken out. So like before, they could have only pitched to like one batter, and if they walked them or like hit a home run or something, they could be taken out right away.
Right.
But now they have to pitch to at least 3 to be taken out of the game again.
So it's like an MLB participation trophy type thing. Like that whole thing.
Basically.
Yeah, they also added like an extra player to the active roster, so instead of 25, you can have 26. Yeah, and I believe 13 of them have to be pitchers.
Which
There's-
is weird. It's
Yeah.
a weird number, but
13.
Yeah, well, there's like relief pitchers, and there's like starters and closers. I don't know. It's like, I guess it's nonsense. But they also made another rule. It's like it's for like one of the newer players in the league. It's like I think he's from China, I believe. His name like Shohei Ohtani or something like that. He plays for the Angels. He's a pitcher, but he's a good hitter. He can play the field. So like I guess they made a rule for those guys. It's for players who qualify as two-way players. They can appear as pitchers, like without being like counted as one of the pitchers on the limit. You know what I'm saying? Without being counted as a pitcher. You know what I'm saying?
that doesn't really like make sense to me.
It's kind of weird. It's like
Like
I guess they're going to be counted as two-way players instead of just pitchers, or you know what I'm saying? Like if they
so
wound up going to pitch.
normal pitchers are normally, I guess, just called POs, which is pitcher only. But like, I don't know. That's weird to me because for softball, like if you play multiple positions, you're just called a utility player.
All right.
Like, why can't they just call them a utility player?
I don't know. I guess that's what this new rule's for. I guess two-way player. I don't know.
Just saying.
Very interesting. I think they added a rule for like coaches' challenges also. They added a coaches' challenge rule not long ago. I think they made adjustments to it. Just for these new rules they just made.
It says managers will now have up to 20 seconds to challenge a play instead of 30. So they cut it down.
Right, speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
People cry about how long baseball games are. I guess
Oh
that
my
was a
gosh.
problem. The 10 seconds was a problem, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like you don't even challenge that much though, so like, I don't know
Yeah, not much.
what the difference is, but everybody always does complain about how long baseball games are. And it is crazy. Like, I know that personally, like, baseball games are literally like twice as long.
Yeah,
Gosh,
they
baseball fans are
they
so
can be very
angry,
long.
too.
Yeah.
That's my first MLB game I went to. It was a Yankees game, and there were so many people around me fighting, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
just sitting there because I literally didn't even know what was going on, and then there was a man. Oh my god, I think it was the Orioles that they were
Oh.
playing, and like, oh god, I don't know, just very angry people. For what?
Yeah.
Probably because they're tired of watching the games.
Did you guys get any update on, or did you guys like see anything on like the Astros and how they were cheating with like the pitch count and stuff like that?
I heard a little bit about that, but
Stealing signs
not
from like the other
a
team.
lot.
I did hear about that, surprisingly. I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, they just recently had like player interviews about it, and they're all like, it's no big deal. It didn't affect the game that much. We're still World Series champions. Da da da.
So they admitted to stealing them?
Well, they already got caught. They already caught for it.
Wait, I saw TikToks about that. I'm not gonna lie.
think
Like, I literally saw TikToks and they were like, Astros, like, managers, and they, like, would, like, switch and be like, oh, this is the sign, like, that they're giving, this is a change-up or whatever, like,
Yeah. Honestly,
like, thinking about it.
I find that's nuts because as MLB players or Major League Baseball players, like, if you as baseball players would know, like, if you know what pitch is coming, it makes it 100 times easier to hit it.
Yeah.
So if you know a fastball is coming compared to when you know what
Change up.
change up,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I forget the word I was looking for, but like, yeah, slider, whatever, is coming. Like,
Yeah, it does make it.
you're a pro baseball player. It makes it how easy you think it would be to hit a baseball. And they're acting like knowing the sign, knowing what's coming isn't affecting the game much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, it affects it so
What is
much.
it? That changes the
So
whole game.
much.
Exactly.
What's
Like,
the point? If you're playing someone and you know what's coming, that's like watching a movie that you've already seen. It's just
Yeah.
kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Who does
Right,
that?
so, of
It's
course,
like if you figure out what the batter's doing too, like if the batter's gonna bunt, then you can cheat up. Like if you figure out the coach's signs for like
Yeah.
a bunt, then you can cheat up on a bunt and get them out easily.
right,
It's like the same exact thing except for like batting compared to pitching.
exactly. It's like these guys practice to react to like when they see a breaking ball coming, but like when they know it's coming, it's all it is realizing whether it's a ball or a strike. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's an easy part for them because also these guys are also like professional players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
These guys were like on national television, like apologizing at a point for what they were doing, and then they got interviewed and were saying it didn't really do anything to the game, and they won the World Series anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know, it just didn't make much sense to me how they like
How they justified it.
Right.
Like
yeah.
didn't make
cheating
much
is
sense.
cheating no matter what. Like if you won the World Series or not, it's still cheating.
Exactly. And it's like crazy. I saw it was like a stat they had. It was like the difference between their away games batting average versus their home game batting averages. And like the away games was so much lower than their home game batting average. I was like, you can just tell. Like it was obvious. There was also videos. There were videos on Twitter. You heard like the sounds in the videos of like
Yeah, that's what I saw.
when they would know what pitch was coming. So like if it was a breaking ball, you hear like a loud clap in like the outfield or something. It's funny.
Interesting.
Also when Jose Altuve, he's one of the best players on the team. He hit a home run against the Yankees to go to the World Series, and like as he's going home, as he's running home, he's like covering himself because they said like he had like some players had like a wire in their jerseys so like they can hear,
Yeah, I heard about that.
and like you could see like he's covering himself before like he hit the home base.
Yeah, that's wild.
We're gonna head on break though.
Apparently.
While we go through these, we should do that.
The romp him.
And we're back. We're gonna switch over to the NBA now. Talk about Allstar Weekend. It's coming up this weekend. Any thoughts?
I'm excited for it. It's the only sport that I actually understand and follow, so I can actually talk to you about this one.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm excited for it, but like, I also am not sure if I'm gonna be able to watch it because of softball.
Understandable.
When is it? The 13th. What's today? Today's the 13th.
Yeah. So well,
Oh my god.
I believe everything, like most of the events start on Saturday, the 15th, and then the All-Star game itself will be Sunday night. I think they started out with the Skills Challenge. No, they started out with the Rising Stars Challenge. That is basically rising stars in the NBA, and they split it up between some of the people like from around the world versus players that are from the United States. On the world side, we have Nikhil Alexander-Walker from Canada, DeAndre Ayton, R.J. Barrett, Brandon Clark, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Rui Hachimura,
What?
yeah, he's from China, B. Mikhaili, Josh Okogie, and Moritz Wagner. He's from Germany. And on the USA side, we have Miles Bridges, Wendell Carter Jr., Devontae Graham, Tyler Hero, Jaren Jackson Jr., John Morant, Kendrick Nunn, Eric Pascal, he's from Villanova, I believe he's from Pennsylvania, P.J. Washington, Trae Young, and Zion Williamson. From the looks of it, looks like USA is pretty loaded, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The world team has some decent guys, but I don't know. I think in the past, I think the USA usually wins. I think maybe last year, the world won for the first time in a little bit. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Zion alone is
It's like just unfair, you know.
I'm afraid for him though. He needs to.
Lose some weight.
Yeah. He's gonna tear something.
He's a big boy on those
It's not
knees,
gonna be
jumping
pretty.
around like he is.
Right, like a little jumping bean, like he weighs 12 pounds or something. He's what, like 6? Nah.
Something like that. 6'8", 6'9". Probably like he's like the heaviest player in the NBA.
Regardless, he has a foot on me. So, yeah. He's a large person. Okay. Oh my god. He's 6'6", 284. And he's 19?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ew, that's so weird for me. He was born in 2000. Whenever I see that, I'm like, huh?
Wait,
It's a big
he's
boy.
the same age as me? I did not know that.
You were born in 2000?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm
It's
literally a
so
baby,
weird.
like...
No, it's just like weird for me because like I thought nobody else was just born after the 1990s. Like, I don't know. Everybody I would ask. for
Whenever
so long.
2000 is kind of like knocks you off a little bit.
To me, like I think 2000. Like if you're born in 2000, because that's when my cousin was born in like 2000. So she's like 16 now. But to me, it's like no, you're still 12. Like, but anyway, moving on from that. Yeah, he's 6'6". I lied. 2. Oh my gosh.
He played for Duke, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
My
First
roommate
overall
was
pick.
obsessed with him.
He was out all year. Well, he was injured like for the first half of the year. Like we said, like he's too big and his
Remember
knees
that.
are like giving it are like I don't know. He's having some trouble with his knees. He's jumping too high, weighing too much. But he just got back. He just got back and he's doing well, so they added him to this roster.
Hey.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Moving on to the skills challenge. This is kind of like a little obstacle course. A couple like things that these guys have to dribble through, things where you have to pass the ball into, and then like certain shots you have to take, and then the shortest time wins pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just a mixture of guys. They do like some big men, some guards. It's kind of funny when you see like the big guys. And I think last year they did like half big guys go, and then like the guards go, and then like big man and guard go in the championship. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why I feel like I've only ever watched like a dunk contest. That's really
I literally didn't even know they did any of this.
Me either.
I just knew that there was like the All-Star game. I didn't know they had like the dunk contest or like
Yeah.
any of the other things.
Saturday is like event day, and then like Sunday is the game. But for the skills challenge, you got Bam Adebayo. He's a guy from the Miami Heat. He's a center. Kentucky college he went to. Patrick Beverly. He plays for the LA Clippers. Guard. Spencer Dinwiddie. He's from the Brooklyn Nets. Chris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks. Derrick Rose. You guys probably know who he is, right?
Yeah.
He plays for the Detroit Pistons. You know, you see what he can do. DeMontis Sabonis.
I was gonna say, I don't know how to
He's
say
an all-star. He'll be on the all-star team. He's on one of the all-star teams. He's from the Indiana Pacers. Pascal Siakam, another guy on the all-star teams. He's from the Toronto Raptors. He was on the championship team last year. And we got Jason Tatum, another guy on the all-star team. He's from the Boston Celtics. I'm not really sure who would win this. It's a good bunch of guys, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
It's a good event. You guys should definitely check it out. Saturday should be fun in the All-Star
it?
Weekend. For the 3-point shooting contest, we recently just had Devin Booker replace Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard got hurt, a little groin injury, tough one. I heard he'll still be performing during the All-Star Weekend though. He'll still be like doing like some concert or something.
What?
Yeah, he raps, you know that?
Interesting.
No.
I did not know that.
Damian Lillard raps.
Oh,
He's
come
actually
on.
pretty good. He's pretty good, not gonna lie. He got bars.
I mean, he's good at everything. He's Damian Lillard.
Right. So for the participants of the 3-point contest will be Davis Bertans, he's from Washington Wizards. Devin Booker, Phoenix Suns. Devontae Graham from the Charlotte Hornets. Joe Harris, I think he's the reigning champ. He won it last year. He plays for the Brooklyn Nets. Buddy Hield, Sacramento Kings. Zach LaVine, Chicago Bulls. He's a former dunk contest winner. It's funny that
Yeah.
he's in the 3-point contest now. Duncan Robinson, he's a rookie from Miami Heat.
Oh, Trey. Yeah.
And Trey Young. Tricky Trey.
He's good. I like
Very good.
I'm excited to see where he goes and what he does.
He's been doing his thing, man. He's actually. I think he'll win it, honestly. Him and Devin Booker, I believe. I don't know, but also Duncan Robinson, he's real underrated. He's a rookie, but like he's real underrated in the league right now.
I was like, I've heard some stuff about him. I don't really know who he is, but I've heard some.
He's real underrated. But yeah, we got about 6 seconds till our next break, so we'll get back to the dunk contest and talk a little bit more about the All-Star game when we get back. And we're back. Cougar Radio. Let's get back to the NBA All-Star Weekend. So we talked about the three-point contest.
It's the dunk contest.
Now we're on to the dunk contest.
Oh.
This is probably the most watched thing on Saturday. It's usually very highly anticipated, I should say. You got Pat Connaughton from Milwaukee Bucks. Aaron Gordon. I think he's a previous winner, I believe. Dwight Howard, Los Angeles Lakers. He's a previous winner also. And Derrick Jones Jr. from the Miami Heat.
Oh, that's it?
High flyer. Yeah, 4 guys. Putting it all on the line.
I didn't think it was more.
Well, I don't know. There's usually more than that, I believe, but I guess not too many guys accepted it.
Did you see LeBron's dunk? What was it, yesterday? I don't know. They said they had to like stop the game or something for like a second because they thought he broke the thingy or something. I don't know. What do you call it? Backboard.
Yes. Sounds like something LeBron would do.
Couldn't think of the word.
Sounds like something LeBron would do for sure. That's why I'm like comparing like a dunk to what him and Kobe, well, to what Kobe did. It was like the same spot in the courts, the same like side, and then his son did it in like his like warm-ups of one of his basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy. Moving on to the All-Star game, Sunday night. Shall be a good one. Team LeBron versus Team Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak, as they call him. LeBron's team got Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Luka Doncic, James Harden, Damian Lillard, but he got hurt, like we said, so Devin Booker will be taking his spot also. Ben Simmons from the 76ers, Nikola Jokic,
I'm excited.
Jason Tatum, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, and Domantas Sabonis. On Giannis' side, we got Joel Embiid from the Sixers, Pascal Siakam from the Raptors, Kemba Walker from the Celtics, Trae Young from the Hawks, Chris Middleton from the Bucks, Bam Adebayo from the Heat, Rudy Gobert from the Jazz, Jimmy Butler from the Heat, Kyle Lowry from the Raptors, Brandon Ingram from the Pelicans, and Donovan Mitchell from the Jazz. From the looks of it, it seems like LeBron's team is stacked.
Yeah. What?
True.
I don't know, everyone's trying to come at Giannis for like his GM skills. He started off taking 2 international players. So he was trying to get like a team of a bunch of like international guys. It seemed like, I think it was like a draft, so it's not like East and West anymore. It's just like you just draft all the players that you want. So like Giannis' first 2 picks were Joel and Pascal Siakam, which is pretty surprising. But like I don't know, LeBron's picks were Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis.
I mean, yeah.
Fun fact, Joel Embiid comes to my hometown all the time.
Really?
The Collegeville Bakery. Apparently he loves the Collegeville Bakery, which is literally like 10 minutes from my house. So like he'll just come there like once a month. And like they have like pictures of him up on the wall and stuff, and like my friends who work there like have pictures with him. It's literally so crazy.
That's crazy. He recently just got booed at his game the other day. Like, I guess, I don't know, he's getting like hate for like the way he's been playing, and he's been beefing with like the other star player on the team, Ben Simmons. And he got booed in like the introduction, but then had a great game. So like it was like weird. They were booed him in the beginning of the game, then ended up cheering for him by the end. It was funny.
Well, I don't know. I'm excited to see this now. I didn't realize that Russell Westbrook was on Team LeBron.
Yeah, definitely should be a crazy game.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm so excited.
I didn't know, like I didn't see the roster, but like now that I've seen the roster, I'm like, oh, I'm excited.
I don't know, I'm like a big Westbrook fan, but I used to like not like LeBron. For the longest time I didn't like LeBron, and then I grew up. So, I don't know. we'll see.
Yeah, someone asked, it was funny, someone asked Giannis Antetokounmpo why he took Kemba Walker over James Harden, 'cause James Harden's returning MVP. He said he wanted someone that's going to pass the ball. Everyone was laughing about that and made it a big deal, like, in the sports world. It was hilarious. Right.
James Harden.
No, like you said, I was never a real big LeBron fan either growing up. But now he's on my favorite team.
I just always thought he was like really arrogant, but that was also before like I really like watched the game. Like, he deserves to be a little arrogant. He's LeBron James.
Yeah.
Like, and he's also just like you can't dislike him because he's also just like a really like genuinely good person.
Yeah.
So if you don't like him, then you're probably just sad.
Yeah,
Problems
he's
at home.
definitely a good guy on and off the court. I'd say he just, I don't know, he does. Personally, I think he does some funny, like, questionable things sometimes, but like
Well,
that's everyone.
I was just saying that goes back to how fame
Right.
messes with everyone. It just
Exactly.
depends on how you handle it.
100%.
He also started when he was 18, so
Yeah, fresh out of high school, no college.
That's crazy.
I'm so mad I wasn't good at sports.
I feel the same. I feel the same. Feel the same for sure.
Yeah.
So if you had to bet your money, who you taking?
Yeah, LeBron.
Team LeBron.
Yeah, I'd say Tim. They're pretty stacked.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely should be a good one. I believe it's Sunday, 8:30, is it? I don't know, something.
It's at 8, I think. I think that's what it just said.
Yeah, I think it's at 8.
Oh,
Tune in.
well, I don't know, but before we leave, I want to tell you guys that the Romp Hymn has been canceled. Do you remember this? The romper, like the Romp Hymn? I don't know. I just saw it.
Real romper?
Oh, it was a male romper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember people were talking about that, but
I did not hear
I
about
never
that.
saw it.
Oh my God, it says the Romp Squad. Goodbye from the founders. It's been an amazing run, but the time came to a close. Doors on the Romp Hymn. Before we go, we wanted to share a little something about what made this journey so special for us. I didn't think it was like a legit thing. It's literally like the end of, it says the end of an era. The Romp Hymn is done. Thank God.
Wow.
Alright.
I'm glad I didn't see many people rocking them. I thought I would have. I'm happy about that. I wasn't rocking old man romper.
I was saying the only
No.
person I saw that was the football player. I can't think of his name right now. Oh my God, it's gonna drive me nuts. He's super flashy. I can't think of his name, but it doesn't matter. It's canceled. So if he wears it again, he's a loser.
You heard it. I heard it here first. You're a loser.
He has more money than me, and he's famous, and literally will be okay for the rest of his life. But he's definitely a loser.
Well,
Okay.
check out Allstar Weekend. No more wearing man rompers. You heard it here.
See you next
Cougar Radio. See you next week.